Emily, Charlize, hi there.
Hi.
Well, I saw that movie, and to be honest, I have to be very, very honest. Usually, when you look at a fairy tale, it's like, oh, that's the place I would love to be. It's awesome, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's great. But in your case, I have to be honest. I really hated it in terms of like everybody looked so perfect. Not only the two of you, even Chris Hemsworth, Jessica Chastain, all of them. You look so handsome, so gorgeous that you feel like I will never fit in there. So. I mean, I know, you just want to be described with your
You could be like
craft.
a peasant or something.
There's always the hunchback of
There's
Notre
always
Dame.
a hunchback. There's always like...
Which is not part of...
There's always
which is
like the
not part of
creepy
that.
witch lady. I mean, I'm just
No,
saying
I
that...
already have that covered.
That's
Sorry.
true.
No, but seriously, I don't want to spoil anything. But the thing is, like, even when you kill someone, you feel like, oh, I just would love to be killed by her just as well.
Wow.
So
That's a really nice thing to say. Wow.
well, yeah, that's also kind of like a freaky
We
thing
made
to say.
killing
When the
look
black
good.
stuff comes out of her mouth,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's hot.
Even then, I mean, when it comes to
Jeez.
your role,
that's real beauty, CT.
Just licorice. Think
You have like
licorice.
tar coming out of your mouth and he still wants to make out with you.
no, but honestly, because I know, especially as an actress, you always wanted to be really more seen because of your craft, and you also like great actress. That's not my point.
No, we just
No,
want to
we
be
just
beautiful.
want to be beautiful.
No,
Please.
that's really, you can keep going on the beauty thing.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about the
Honestly,
method or the process. Just keep going with the look.
Yeah, but I would have thought that this would be kind of a strange thing that when people always come up with the thing that you're really like great looking, because I don't want to know like how many journalists are coming exactly with this point that you are absolutely
You're the one
gorgeous.
who's gone on about it, which has been very nice.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm kind of embarrassed about it.
No, don't be embarrassed. We have, I think you, like, I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but I think for us, it's not, we never really think about whether, am I going to look pretty or am I not going to look pretty? I've never, ever read a script and had that thought in my head, ever. I think that for actors who love acting, there's a real excitement about reading something and kind of throwing yourself out of your own body to kind of fit into this canvas, this thing that you see on the page, and how can you bring that to life? Like the challenge within that is what excites us versus will I look pretty or will I not look pretty? And I think all of that becomes so secondary because all you really want is to be able to like look in the mirror and see the character. That's what you're hoping for. And so sometimes you end up looking better in films than you do in others. But I have never in my life been like, I really want to look pretty for this one. Like,
That's what you felt with Monster,
and
right?
we were, yes, totally. And we have great people behind the scenes that work with us in hair and makeup to help us create these characters, because I really mean this. Like, I could not do it without all of that stuff, without the costume and the hair and the makeup. There's something about auditioning I never liked because I didn't have all of those things. And then, when I was lucky enough to start making films, to have those tools to kind of sit in a hair and makeup trailer and play with props and things, that's when all of it really comes to life.
In general, because okay, it's like the last question I have to ask, but can you really say that who's bad and who's good in that kind of movie? Because there's also a lot of history that gets explained in that movie where sometimes it's not really certain if even you as an evil queen or princess for that matter are now even the same for you, because you are very kind and then, I don't want to spoil anything, some family matters made you kind of bad. So that's why it's really difficult to say like who to root for.
Yeah, give it away. Well, I think that's I think that's what's cool about this film, is that I think the lines between right and wrong are a little blurry for the characters. It's not necessarily a bright line between the two. And for my character, I think even though she's, I guess, on paper doing something evil, which is kidnapping all of these poor children and raising them without love in their lives, in her mind, however delusional and deranged it might be, she believes she's saving them from horrible despair that she herself went through. And so she's just trying to raise them and to be these hardened individuals who will never suffer pain in the same way that she did. And so are her intentions good? Yes. Are they done? Does she go about it in the cruelest way imaginable? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have. I'm a real believer in circumstance, and that when you're subjected to certain circumstances, things about you become very evident about that. And I think it's very comfortable to sit and comfort and access and say, you know, I would never do that. Until you've actually like understood somebody or lived somebody's circumstances, it's very difficult to say that. And I think in the first movie, I got to set this character up in a way that explained her circumstances a little bit, and that she was kind of raised by a mother that told her, you know, this is the only way you'll ever survive, and that beauty is power, and that unless you have that, you'll be nothing. And in a world where, from a very young age, she was brutally abused by men, you know, being passed off from one king to the other because she was too old or, you know, kind of replaceable, and that her value was really solely placed on her
beauty,
her youth and her beauty. That does a lot to a character, you know, and I don't think there was ever room for her to escape that. And like Emily said, you know, their actions have real consequences, but they come from a place that I have real empathy for. Not sympathy, but empathy for.
All right. Then looking forward to see you tonight at the
See you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.